first step to overcoming negative feelings and transforming your life is to identify the weak version of yourself. This requires brutal honesty and a willingness to confront aspects of your identity that you might prefer to ignore. That weaker version isn't inherently bad. It's simply the part of you that is driven by fear, doubt, and limited beliefs. It's the voice that whispers, "You can't," when deep down you know you can. Recognizing this version of yourself is essential because you can't change what you refuse to acknowledge. How this idea creates power and wealth. Take a moment to reflect on the habits, thoughts, and patterns that define this weaker self. Maybe it's the tendency to procrastinate when you know action is needed. Or perhaps it's the habit of shrinking back from opportunities because you fear failure. It might be a reliance on external validation or a pattern of negative self-talk that keeps you stuck in a loop of self-doubt. This version of you often operates from a place of scarcity, believing there's not enough time, enough resources, enough love, or even enough of you to succeed. The weak version of yourself often clings to excuses. It tells you that you're too tired, too busy, or that the timing isn't right. It convinces you to avoid risks because staying safe feels more comfortable. This version is deeply connected to your comfort zone, where growth is limited, but the illusion of security keeps you anchored. While it's tempting to stay in that place, you must understand that the comfort zone is a trap. It may feel safe, but it's a prison disguised as a haven. To identify this weaker self, pay attention to the patterns in your life where you consistently fall short of your potential. Think about the areas where you feel stuck, frustrated, or unfulfilled. Ask yourself, what choices am I making that contribute to this feeling? What beliefs do I hold that keep me from moving forward? The answers to these questions reveal the limitations you've unconsciously placed on yourself. Journaling can be a powerful tool in this process. Write down the thoughts that come to mind when you're feeling unmotivated, anxious, or defeated. What stories are you telling yourself in those moments? Are they stories of limitation or possibility? For example, if you catch yourself thinking, "I'll never be successful," or "I'm not good enough," recognize that these thoughts are not truths. They are beliefs shaped by your weaker self. The moment you identify these beliefs, you begin to loosen their grip on your life. Another key to identifying your weaker self is to observe how you react to challenges. When faced with adversity, do you take responsibility or do you look for someone or something to blame? The weak version of you will often point fingers, deflect accountability, or give up altogether. This isn't a moral failing. It's simply a survival mechanism designed to avoid discomfort. However, growth demands that you face discomfort head on. It's also important to recognize that this weaker version of you is not the enemy. It's a part of you that has developed as a response to fear and uncertainty. It's the part of you that tries to protect you from pain but ends up holding you back from potential. When you identify this part of yourself, approach it with compassion. Acknowledge its existence without judgment, but make a firm decision not to let it run the show. Remember, the weak version of yourself is not permanent. It's a temporary state, a reflection of old habits and outdated thinking. The very act of identifying it begins to dissolve its power. With awareness comes the ability to choose differently. By shedding light on this version of yourself, you create space for growth, strength, and transformation. This is the foundation of killing that weak version of yourself and stepping into the strong, capable person you are meant to be. Taking full responsibility for your life is one of the most liberating and transformative steps you can take. It is the moment you stop pointing fingers at circumstances, people, or events and start recognizing that you are the architect of your own experience. It doesn't mean that everything happening around you is your fault, but it does mean that how you respond to those situations is entirely within your control. Here it is. I will be the sun. Responsibility is not a burden, it's power. When you embrace it, you reclaim the authority to shape your destiny. And I read it. Many people resist taking responsibility because it's uncomfortable. It's far easier to blame external factors, your upbringing, the economy, or someone else's behavior for where you are in life. But every time you shift blame, you give away a piece of your power. You reinforce the belief that your happiness, success, and fulfillment are dependent on things outside of yourself. This mindset keeps you trapped in a cycle of helplessness and frustration. The truth is, life doesn't just happen to you, it responds to you. Your thoughts, decisions, and actions set the tone for the outcomes you experience. When you accept this, you begin to see challenges not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities to grow and learn. Responsibility empowers you to shift from being a victim of circumstance to being a creator of your reality. It's about moving from why is this happening to me to what can I do about this? Taking full responsibility starts with your thoughts. Your mindset shapes your reality, and the way you perceive situations determines how you experience them. If you constantly dwell on negativity, you're likely to attract more of it. If you choose to focus on solutions, gratitude, and growth, you'll find opportunities even in adversity. This shift requires conscious effort, but it is one of the most powerful ways to take charge of your life. Your words also play a critical role. Pay attention to how you speak about yourself in your life. Are you constantly complaining or making excuses? If so, you're reinforcing the belief that you're not in control. Change your language to reflect responsibility. Instead of saying, I can't because, try saying, I will figure out how. This simple shift changes your focus from limitations to possibilities. Actions, of course, are where responsibility is most evident. Every choice you make, no matter how small, contributes to the life you're creating. Procrastinating, blaming others, or avoiding challenges are all ways your weaker self tries to evade responsibility. On the other hand, taking proactive steps, even when it's difficult, demonstrates that you're in control. Each decision to act in alignment with your goals, rather than your fears, is a step toward a stronger, more empowered version of yourself. Taking responsibility doesn't mean you ignore external circumstances or deny the impact of others on your life. It's about recognizing that while you can't control everything, you always have control over your response. You can't change the past, but you can decide how it will shape you. You can't control other people's actions, but you can choose how you react to them. This is where your true power lies. Sometimes taking responsibility also means owning up to your mistakes. It's easy to feel defensive when things go wrong, but blaming others or making excuses only prolongs the problem. Instead, acknowledge where you fell short, learn from the experience, and commit to doing better. This isn't about self-criticism, it's about self-awareness and growth. Mistakes are not failures, they're lessons. By taking ownership of them, you turn setbacks into stepping stones. Another aspect of responsibility is understanding the role of habits in your life. Your daily routines and behaviors either support your growth or hold you back. Taking responsibility means being honest about which habits are serving you and which are not. It means having the discipline to let go of what doesn't align with your goals and to cultivate habits that do. Ultimately, taking full responsibility is about empowerment. It's the realization that you are not a passive participant in your life. You are the director. This doesn't mean life will always be easy or that you won't face challenges. But it does mean that no matter what happens, you have the ability to respond in a way that moves you forward. Responsibility is not about perfection, it's about progress. And it's about making the conscious choice, day after day, to step into your power and take control of your life. Oh. When you fully embrace responsibility, you unlock a new level of freedom. You are no longer at the mercy of circumstances or other people's actions. You become the creator of your own destiny, capable of shaping a life that reflects your highest potential. This is where true transformation begins. Reprogramming your mindset is the key to overcoming negative feelings and stepping into the strongest version of yourself. Your mind is like fertile soil. Whatever you plant in it, whether seeds of positivity or weeds of negativity, will grow and shape your reality. The challenge is that most of us have been conditioned by past experiences, societal expectations, or limiting beliefs to nurture thoughts that hold us back. Reprogramming your mindset isn't just about thinking positively, it's about consciously replacing outdated mental patterns with empowering beliefs that align with your goals and potential. The process begins with awareness. You must first recognize the thoughts that dominate your mind. Negative feelings often stem from deeply ingrained beliefs about yourself, your capabilities, or the world around you. These might include thoughts like, I'm not good enough, I always fail, or life is unfair. These beliefs are not facts. They are stories you've internalized, often without question. Reprogramming your mindset starts with questioning those stories and asking, is this true? Is this belief serving me? One of the most powerful tools for reprogramming your mindset is affirmations. Affirmations are positive, present tense statements that declare the reality you want to create. When repeated consistently, they begin to overwrite the negative beliefs in your subconscious mind. For example, if you've been telling yourself, I'm not capable, reprogram this by affirming, I am capable of achieving anything I set my mind to. It might feel unnatural at first, especially if your current beliefs are deeply rooted, but over time, repetition rewires your thought patterns. And this works. Sometimes you may believe that abuse happened for the best of reasons. Visualization is another transformative practice. Your mind doesn't distinguish between real experiences and vividly imagined ones. When you consistently visualize yourself as the strong, successful, and confident version of who you want to be, your mind begins to align your thoughts and actions with that image. Close your eyes and imagine your best self, how you stand, speak, and act. The more detail you include, the more powerful the effect. This practice helps you bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be by making your ideal future feel real in the present. Reprogramming your mindset also involves shifting your focus. The human mind has a natural tendency to dwell on problems, but what you focus on expands. If you constantly focus on what's wrong or what you lack, you'll attract more negativity into your life. Instead, train your mind to focus on gratitude and solutions. Each day, take a few moments to reflect on what you're grateful for. Gratitude shifts your energy, helping you see opportunities instead of obstacles. Your environment plays a crucial role in shaping your mindset. Surround yourself with people, content, and experiences that uplift and inspire you. The people you spend time with influence your thoughts and beliefs more than you might realize. Seek out individuals who challenge you to grow, who believe in your potential, and who reflect the mindset you want to adopt. Similarly, consume content, books, podcasts, videos that feed your mind with positivity and empowerment. Guard your mental space as you would a valuable treasure. Another key element is reframing failure. Many of us fear failure because we see it as a reflection of our worth or ability. However, failure is simply feedback. It's a signal that something didn't work, not that you're incapable. By reprogramming your mindset to see failure as a stepping stone rather than a setback, you free yourself to take risks and learn from every experience. This shift transforms challenges from threats into opportunities for growth. The language you use with yourself is also a significant part of reprogramming your mindset. Negative self-talk is a silent saboteur that erodes confidence and reinforces limiting beliefs. Pay attention to how you speak to yourself, especially in moments of difficulty. Replace harsh, critical language with compassionate, encouraging words. Instead of saying, "I'm so stupid for making that mistake," try, "I made a mistake and I'm learning from it." This subtle shift creates a foundation of self-respect and resilience. Consistency is the key to reprogramming your mindset. Just as deeply ingrained beliefs didn't form overnight, creating new empowering ones requires time and repetition. Commit to daily practices that nurture your mind, whether through affirmations, visualization, meditation, or journaling. Celebrate small victories along the way, as each step reinforces the new patterns you're creating. Ultimately, reprogramming your mindset is about reclaiming your mental real estate. It's about taking back control from fear, doubt, and negativity and choosing thoughts that empower and uplift you. As you transform your internal dialogue, your external reality will begin to reflect those changes. You'll find yourself responding to challenges with confidence, viewing setbacks as opportunities, and moving through life with a sense of purpose and possibility. This is the foundation for becoming the strongest, most capable version of yourself. Cultivating a vision of your best self is a transformative practice that bridges the gap between who you are and who you want to become. This process begins with imagination, the ability to see beyond your current circumstances and envision a version of yourself that embodies strength, confidence, and purpose. Your best self isn't a distant fantasy. It's a reflection of your highest potential, waiting to be realized through clarity, commitment, and consistent action. To create this vision, you must first gain clarity about what your best self looks like. Take time to reflect on your values, goals, and aspirations. Ask yourself questions like, what kind of person do I want to be? How do I want to show up in the world? What qualities, habits, and achievements define my ideal self? The answers to these questions form the foundation of your vision. Be specific and detailed. The more vivid your picture, the more powerful your vision will be in guiding your actions. Visualization is a key tool in this process. Close your eyes and imagine your best self as vividly as possible. Picture how you look, how you carry yourself, and how you interact with others. What kind of energy do you exude? Imagine the confidence in your voice, the sparkle in your eyes, and the ease with which you handle challenges. Visualize yourself achieving your goals, whether that's excelling in your career, maintaining meaningful relationships, or mastering a new skill. Engage all your senses in this exercise. What do you see, hear, and feel in this ideal version of your life? The more real this vision feels, the more your mind will align with it. It's important to anchor this vision in your daily life. A powerful way to do this is through affirmations. Write statements that reflect your best self, such as, I am disciplined and focused. I radiate confidence and positivity. Or, I consistently take actions that align with my goals. Repeat these affirmations daily to reinforce your vision and gradually reprogram your subconscious mind to accept this as your reality. Your vision of your best self should also serve as a compass for your actions. It's not enough to dream. You must align your behavior with your aspirations. Every choice you make either moves you closer to or further away from this ideal version of yourself. When faced with decisions, ask yourself, what would my best self do in this situation? This question helps you act with intention, even in challenging moments. It encourages you to make choices that reflect the discipline, courage, and integrity of your ideal self. Another critical aspect of cultivating this vision is addressing any limiting beliefs that arise. As you define your best self, you may hear a voice in your mind saying, "That's not realistic," or "I'll never be able to do that." Recognize these thoughts as remnants of your weaker self. They are not truths, but rather fears trying to keep you in your comfort zone. Challenge them with evidence of your capability and potential. Remind yourself of past successes and the growth you've already achieved. Each time you silence these doubts, you strengthen your alignment with your best self. Journaling can further deepen your connection to your vision. Write about your ideal day as your best self. Describe the thoughts you think, the actions you take, and the feelings you experience. Reflect on how this version of you handles adversity, interacts with others, and pursues goals. By putting your vision into words, you solidify it in your mind and create a roadmap for turning it into reality. It's also essential to embrace the idea that your best self is not a static destination, but a dynamic process of becoming. Growth is continuous, and your vision may evolve as you learn, achieve, and expand your horizons. This flexibility doesn't dilute your vision. It enhances it by keeping it aligned with your authentic desires and aspirations. Embrace the journey of self-improvement as an opportunity to refine and expand your vision. Finally, surround yourself with influences that support your vision. Seek out mentors, friends, and communities that inspire you to grow. Consume content, books, podcasts, or videos that uplifts and motivates you. The environment you create around yourself can either fuel your transformation or hold you back. Choose to immerse yourself in influences that reinforce your belief in your best self and encourage you to take action. Cultivating a vision of your best self is not about perfection. It's about progress. It's about consistently striving to close the gap between where you are and where you want to be. This vision becomes your North Star, guiding your choices, fueling your motivation, and reminding you of the extraordinary potential within you. By committing to this vision, you step into a life of purpose, fulfillment, and limitless possibility. Developing daily success rituals is a cornerstone of personal transformation. Success is not the result of occasional effort or fleeting moments of motivation. It is built on consistent, intentional habits that align with your goals and vision for your best self. These rituals create structure, discipline, and momentum in your life, enabling you to stay focused and progress steadily, even in the face of challenges. The first step in creating daily success rituals is to identify the habits that will move you closer to your goals. Begin by reflecting on your long-term aspirations and breaking them down into actionable steps. For example, if your goal is to improve your physical health, your daily rituals might include morning exercise, meal planning, and staying hydrated. If your focus is on personal growth, rituals such as journaling, reading, and practicing mindfulness may be more aligned with your objectives. Clarity about what you want to achieve ensures your rituals are purposeful and effective. The key principles of successful rituals is starting small and building gradually. It's tempting to overhaul your entire routine overnight, but this approach often leads to burnout and inconsistency. Instead, focus on integrating one or two manageable habits at a time. For instance, if you're not used to meditating, begin with just 2 minutes a day. As this habit becomes ingrained, you can extend the time or add other complementary practices. Success rituals are about progress, not perfection. Small, consistent actions accumulate into significant results over time. Morning rituals are particularly powerful because they set the tone for the rest of your day. How you start your day often determines your mindset, energy, and productivity. A strong morning routine might include activities like practicing gratitude, exercising, reviewing your goals, or engaging in quiet reflection. These practices help you begin the day with clarity and intention, rather than being reactive to external demands or distractions. Engage. For example, instead of immediately checking your phone upon waking, you could spend 5 minutes journaling about what you're grateful for, or the top 3 priorities for your day. Equally important are evening rituals, which allow you to reflect on your day, wind down, and prepare for the next. Use this time to evaluate your progress, celebrate your wins, and identify areas for improvement. Writing in a journal, practicing mindfulness, or reviewing your schedule for the next day can help you end your day on a positive and productive note. A consistent bedtime routine also promotes better sleep, which is essential for maintaining energy and focus. The power of daily rituals lies not only in their practical benefits, but also in the discipline and self-trust they cultivate. Every time you follow through on a ritual, you reinforce your belief in your ability to take consistent action. This builds confidence and momentum, making it easier to tackle bigger challenges. Over time, these rituals become an integral part of your identity, no longer something you have to force yourself to do, but a natural expression of who you are. It's also crucial to make your rituals enjoyable and meaningful. If a habit feels like a chore, you're less likely to stick with it. Find ways to make your rituals rewarding. For example, if you're trying to establish a fitness routine, choose an activity you genuinely enjoy, such as dancing, yoga, or hiking. If your goal is to cultivate a habit of reading, pick topics or genres that excite and inspire you. Associating your rituals with positive emotions makes them more sustainable. Accountability can play a significant role in maintaining daily success rituals. Share your goals and routines with a trusted friend, mentor, or community. This external support not only keeps you motivated, but also provides encouragement and feedback. You might even find it helpful to join groups or challenges that align with your goals, such as a book club, fitness class, or mastermind group. Being part of a supportive environment reinforces your commitment and helps you stay on track. Flexibility is another important aspect of developing successful rituals. Life is unpredictable, and there will be days when things don't go as planned. Instead of abandoning your rituals entirely when disruptions occur, adapt them to fit your circumstances. If you're traveling and can't stick to your usual morning routine, find a simpler version you can still follow. The goal is to maintain consistency, even if it's in a modified form. Finally, remember that rituals are not static. They evolve as you grow. Periodically evaluate your routines to ensure they remain aligned with your goals and needs. If a ritual no longer serves you or feels effective, don't hesitate to adjust or replace it. The process of refining your rituals is a natural part of personal development and ensures that your habits continue to support your growth and success. By developing daily success rituals, you take control of your time, energy, and focus. These small, intentional actions create a ripple effect, influencing every area of your life. Over time, your rituals become the foundation for lasting success, enabling you to consistently show up as your best self and achieve your greatest aspirations. Embracing discomfort and growth is a transformative mindset that separates those who merely wish for change from those who actively pursue it. Growth and comfort cannot coexist. To reach your full potential, you must be willing to step into the unknown, face challenges, and persist through difficulty. Discomfort is not a sign that something is wrong. It's evidence that you're expanding your boundaries and moving beyond your current limitations. Discomfort often arises when you face situations that challenge your habits, beliefs, or capabilities. It might be the fear of failure when you try something new, the vulnerability of seeking help, or the effort required to break free from old patterns. These feelings are natural, but instead of resisting or avoiding them, view them as opportunities for growth. Each time you encounter discomfort, you're at the edge of your comfort zone, the place where transformation begins. Understanding the role of discomfort is crucial. It is a signal that you are engaging with life in a meaningful way. When you feel the strain of learning a new skill, the unease of having a difficult conversation, or the exhaustion of pushing your physical limits, you're experiencing growth in real time. Discomfort is not something to fear, but something to welcome as a guidepost, indicating progress. Accepting. One of the most powerful ways to embrace discomfort is by changing how you perceive it. Instead of seeing it as a barrier, reframe it as a stepping stone to your goals. Recognize that the discomfort you feel in the moment is temporary, but the benefits of pushing through it are lasting. For instance, waking up early to work on your goals may feel difficult at first, but over time, the discipline you build and the progress you make will far outweigh the initial struggle. Building resilience is key to navigating discomfort. Resilience doesn't mean avoiding pain or adversity. It means developing the strength to face and overcome it. You can cultivate resilience by starting small and gradually increasing your tolerance for discomfort. Begin with manageable challenges, such as trying a new activity or speaking up in a meeting. As you gain confidence, tackle bigger challenges that push you further out of your comfort zone. Each victory, no matter how small, strengthens your ability to handle greater levels of discomfort. Another critical aspect of embracing discomfort is developing a growth or reality mindset. People with a fixed mindset often avoid challenges because they fear failure or believe their abilities are set in stone. In contrast, those with a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities to learn and improve. They understand that failure is not a reflection of their worth, but a natural part of the growth process. By adopting this perspective, you can approach discomfort with curiosity and determination rather than fear. Support systems can also play a significant role in helping you embrace discomfort. Surround yourself with people who encourage growth and inspire you to stretch your limits. Whether it's a mentor, friend, or accountability partner, having someone who believes in your potential can make facing discomfort less intimidating. Their encouragement and perspective can remind you of your strength and help you stay focused on your goals. Amen to that. Self-compassion is equally important. When stepping into discomfort, you may stumble or face setbacks. Instead of criticizing yourself, approach these moments with kindness and understanding. Acknowledge your effort and remind yourself that growth is a process, not a destination. Each step, even the difficult ones, is moving you closer to becoming the person you aspire to be. Over time, as you consistently embrace discomfort, you'll begin to notice a shift. What once felt overwhelming will become manageable, and challenges that seemed insurmountable will feel within reach. This is the essence of growth, expanding your capacity to handle more, achieve more, and be more. Your comfort zone will naturally expand, allowing you to take on new opportunities and experiences with confidence and ease. Finally, remember that the most rewarding aspects of life often lie on the other side of discomfort. Whether it's building meaningful relationships, achieving personal or professional success, or discovering your true potential, these experiences require effort, persistence, and courage. By embracing discomfort, you open the door to a life of greater fulfillment and possibility. Discomfort is not your enemy, it's your ally in the pursuit of growth. By choosing to face it head on, you unlock the potential within you to overcome challenges, achieve your goals, and continually evolve into the best version of yourself.